Yo, what it do? It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. Thank you for coming to the show. We got a jam-packed show as always, man. We're gonna be talking about the Lakers, Philly, Golden State, man. Like I said, we just got a jam-packed show, man. You know, it's week one of the basketball world, and it's been some exciting games. It's been some blowout games, man. It's been some questionable decisions by staff members and stuff like that. How they put these teams together and stuff. We getting our power ranking and stuff like that as well. Like I said, man, it's just week one. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather. And if you ain't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe, man. Hit that note and hit that bell notification too while you at it. You know what I'm saying? So you can always be caught up to date, man, when we load videos up. So sit back, enjoy the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss that's one word is over. In my hood they treat me like Hova. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. I'm out they throat, so I ain't letting off. 100 car, about to let it off.
All right, it's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. We back. Next topic up is power rankings. My top 10 teams of the week, what they're gonna be doing, you know, how they're gonna be laying law, you know what I'm saying, at home and away. And first up is the Eastern Conference champs, the Boston Celtics. They came out with a first opening night tough matchup against the 76ers, which Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, if I do remember correctly, that they both scored, 35 points. 35 points. Jason Tatum gave you 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Jaylen Brown gave you 3 rebounds, 2 assists. But, you know, Marcus Smart dropped in, gave you 14 points, lighting it up. Grant Williams had 15 points. Shot 56% from the field. Not bad defensively. They gave stole the ball 8 times, turned the ball, let them turn the ball over 14 times. First opening game, man. You know, tough matchup at the beginning of the game. Granted, they were at home, but they then went on the road to play against the Miami Heat. Once again, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown went in, you know what I'm saying, almost scoring 30 points. Jason Tatum, 29, 5 boards, 4 assists. Jaylen Brown, 28, 4 and 3. Not bad. You know, shooting 45% for the field, 30 from 3. Seems like that's going to be a problem for them, though. Shooting 3, I haven't seen nothing first 2 games. 34% first game, 30% next game. Let's see if they're a threat. It's the Orlando Magic. Jason Tatum going off 40 points. Jaylen Brown just had 12 points. 9 boards, 4 assists. Jason Tatum went in. And Derek White, 27 points. That's good about them. They got a nice deep bench too. You know what I'm saying? Collective guys that can really do some stuff. Like Derek White, Grant Williams. They missing defense as a presence of got his name, man. I hate that. But okay, they shot better from the 3 this game, 44%. Gave you 47% from field goal, 44% from 3. I like them. Like I said, they still high on defense. They got Chicago next, Cleveland next. They got a tough schedule coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? it's just so much talent everywhere. So it's just like every game is gonna be tough. This feels like one of the most balanced, like collective of talent in a long time, in my opinion, when you come watching the game. But yeah, you gotta give them number one, man. 2 games on the road, Orlando Magic's, Miami Heat, one against Philly. They got Chicago next. I see them when they got back to back, like some of these teams, Chicago, Cleveland, Washington Wizards, then Cleveland again, then Chicago again. That's gonna be a good. That's up to Friday, and they got the Knicks on the back end before November the 7th. November the 7th is a November the 7th is a Monday, so they'll have Sunday off and face the Memphis Grizzlies right after that. Woo! Woo! Let's see what they can do, man. I got them top of the power ranking for right now, just for the start of the week. You know what I'm saying? Uh, one of 2 teams to be 3-0. Granted, some teams didn't play today. We'll see. Some teams play tomorrow, and some teams are playing right now. You know what that is. So now the team that got second, they actually just won. It's the Trailblazers, man. To be honest with you, just for right now, they got a tough schedule coming up as well. You got the Nuggets, Miami Heat, Rockets, Memphis, Suns again. Then they got Miami Heat again. This is definitely going to be a team that's probably going to drop just because of their schedule. 3 games at home. One, two, three, four. They got four game play at home. So at least they have the crowd on their back for this 4-game home stretch, you know what I'm saying? After beating the Lakers, in a tough game. A lot of turnovers at the beginning of the game and stuff like that. There's no way they should really have won. It kind of like balanced out because they were turning the ball over and the Lakers could not shoot the 3. They were 18% from 3. Made 6 shots out of 33 shots. Granted, they had better paint play and stuff like that, but the shooting is definitely terrible, and they got to know when to turn it up on D. And but it's Dame, you know what I'm saying? He put the team on his back towards the end of the game and stuff like that with that big shot 3, Dame time. They had a great defensive stop. Sometimes that's all you need in the NBA, man. That one key possession where it decides the game, where it's just you couldn't do certain things all the way right, but it's just one little key detail at the right moment that makes the game, especially a close game like that. No one really broke away. Probably I think the highest score was probably like 6 to 8 points at a time. But I see them slipping just because of their schedule. I'm gonna keep them up there just because they are at home and their record. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them respect. You know what I'm saying? They're 3-0 right now, beating not just the Lakers. They beat the Phoenix Suns. Another thrilling game. Simon had a big shot at the end of the game. Beautiful game. Came down to the wire. Shooting 43% for the field goal range that game, 34% from 3. They turning the ball over almost about 20 20 turnovers a game, though. They gotta fix that. They gotta fix that. Let's see if the first game was like that. They played Sacramento King. See if they turn 15 times. So they at least turn the ball over about 15 times a game, which is not good. They got to be better control of the ball. That's what I saw from them this game. Watching them, they got to learn how to hold on to the ball, make better decisions with the ball, not giving teams opportunities to feel like they got a chance, because that's all it was for the Lakers, man. They were turning the ball over, and Lakers were capitalizing off of certain possessions and stuff like that. And no one could stop them in the paint, man. When LeBron gets ahead of steam, as always, man, he's one of the greatest finishers in the game. It's undeniable, you know what I'm saying? So Anthony Davis was looking. I just don't like the shot selection from three, man. They were wide open and they still couldn't make them. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. It's just not a good 3-point shooter team. You know, it is what it is. 18%, it's not gonna cut it. But yeah, I got Portland up there for right now. I see them dropping though. Hopefully they prove me wrong. Like I said, you got Denver Nuggets coming in, and you got Miami Heat. I mean, Miami Heat, good defensive team, and they like a grit and grind and stuff like that. That's going to be interesting to see that team. And Jamal Murray versus Dame and stuff like that. You got Michael Porter Jr. out there. So we're going to see what's up. Like I said, there's still a lot of teams that ain't played the same amount of games. But we got to give respect 3 games, you know what I'm saying? Next game, my next team is the Clippers. One of my favorites going into this year. Play without Kawhi Leonard and John Wall. Hence why I got him up number 2, man. You know what I'm saying? Beat the Lakers. First game, Kawhi came out looking red hot. I think he dropped 15 points in 21 minutes. He's going to be most likely running with the second unit until he gets up to speed. There's been reports coming out saying that his knee is still not right, but him coming off the bench look like it's not affecting his game. You know what I'm saying? He's used to it. He came off the bench with Spurs, so he knows what's up with that. John Wall didn't play, like I said, so against Sacramento Kings. They're waiting for the home opener, which is going to be today at 10 o'clock. If you people watching this, going to be on Monday, so it's the night before. But like I said, they play Sacramento Kings without their 2 best players, even if they're coming off the bench. This is one of the deepest benches they got. As you can see, like they can flip-flop and they still can be good. You know what I'm saying? People are out and they still gonna be good. They can defend at a high level. One thing I like about this team, there's a lot of 2-way players and unselfish basketball for what I've been seeing so far. They got a great big man. Z is looking better and better every year. This is a deep team. They got more seniors out there. Like he can get his own shot. He can hit it from the 3. He give you that grit, that grind. As like I just said. They got shooters out there, man. It's one of my top favorites, man. One of my top favorites this year going into experience on top of that. They got the experience. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of the teams that's going to rival Golden State, Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets. It's going to be those type of great matchups we're going to see. Like I said, we're going to see what it's going to look like tonight. When the Phoenix Suns and the LA Clippers play off. You know what I'm saying? It should be good. But I like their schedule going forward. Besides this game, they got 2 pretty much, I say, like easy games. I don't see how you got 2 home games back to back. This may be a typo, but they're facing Golden State. Not Golden State, I'm sorry. OKC on Tuesday and Thursday. Then they got the Pelicans at home, Rockets at home, then back to the Rockets. and then the Spurs on Friday. Then Saturday they face the Jazz. Not too bad. Pelicans is a really good team right now. They're in my top 5 of the power rankings as well. So that's going to be a good game too. Clippers at home for that one. So Clippers is ranked number 3 in my power ranking. And then let's see what else we got going on. I got the Pelicans, number 4 in my power ranking. This team looks so exciting to watch, but they're gonna win games. They're gonna win a lot of games. Zion's a big bully in there in the paint. The first 2 games, you just see he demands respect down there, is rebounding, getting second chances. Then you got Bi. He's looking great. I hate the narrative that Bi doesn't want to be here or Bi can't coexist with Zion. Bi is gonna be his Robin. Da 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 da. Man, at the end of the day, man, this team looks exciting. Bi don't need to worry about none of that. Just go out there and play your game. That's what y'all doing. That's what y'all been doing. Just go out there and play the game. Who else they got? CJ, another guy that can get his own shot, you know what I'm saying, and put the ball on the ground and stuff like that. Like all they need to do is just play good D. Play good D, do what you got to do, and they gonna win a lot of games. They came back once they made that trade to get CJ. You see the level of wins that they accomplished to get towards the tail end of the season. So now imagine what level of wins they're gonna get through an opening start with Zion in the lineup. This team's gonna be a very, very exciting team to watch. I believe they're playing right now, or they played today. They played the Hornets. Are they playing the Jazz? They about to play the Jazz. That's coming up next. Then they got Dallas. Woo, that's gonna be a tough one right there. Phoenix Suns, tough one. They got a tough schedule. Woo, they got a tough one. They got a tough schedule now. After the Jazz, they got Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns, Clippers, Lakers, Golden State, then the Hawks. Oh man, I mean, like, it doesn't get any harder than that. Saturday night is the Hawks game. That's the breather game right there. I mean, Hawks still ain't no joke with Trae Young out there because Hawks are 2-0 right now. But God, oof, that's a tough one. I see them dropping. Or they could surprise me. But like I said, Brandon Ingram's doing his thing. You know, they both giving you about 25 a night. And you got CJ as a third option doing his thing. Like, but they got a tough schedule, man. I really they may end up dropping out of my 4th. See what else we got. Now, in the East Coast, they're ranked 4, but they're gonna be ranked 5. I got them over the Hawks. I got them over Washington, and that is the Milwaukee Bucks. Even without Chris Middleton, they're doing their thing. And just because of their schedule too, as I'm just looking at it right now. Saturday night at 8, they got the Hawks. At home. They had a 1, 2, 3 game home. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong thing. They just played the next time they play is Wednesday. They play the Brooklyn Nets, New York, Hawks, Pistons, and that's a one. They're at home right now. When they played yesterday, they have a one, two, three, four, five, six game. They got 6 games at home. They opened the season by beating the 76ers. It was a real defensive game, real grit and grind game. Came down towards the end, 90-88. This is the start of the downfall of the 76ers while they're 0-3. One of these teams. Uh, then they came to Houston. No, Houston came to them and they won 125-105. Giannis had a monstrous game yesterday. Monstrous game. Um, 44 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Grayson Allen had 11 points. Drew Holiday, 19 points. Porter, 13, 8 rebounds. Team shooting 53% from the field and 51% from three. Monsters. Monsters. 53 points in the paint. '76ers game. Giannis had 21 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. Grayson Allen, 12 points. Lopez went in. Like, it was no defense by like Joel Embiid that game. They say he's trying to get himself into basketball shape because I think he was sick at the beginning of the season, something like that. But gotta do better than that though, because man, he was just open for three all day. He was just lighting them up from three. 17 points, 4 rebounds. Porter giving you 10 boards and 11 points. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. They had a bad 3-point shooting night that night. It was only 20%, but gave you 53% from the field. Like I said, it was just like a defensive game. Uh 40, 46%, 46 points in the paint. No, I'm sorry, that's Phoenix Suns. 31% from three, 40% from field goal range, and 30% from 30 points in the paint. Brooklyn next up, like I said, Wednesday. Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday. New York Friday. Hawks Saturday. How the games so spread out like that, bro? They got a long turnaround. Wednesday off. Like yesterday, Saturday, Sunday. Is it maybe because they got to fly to Brooklyn? No. They at home. I don't understand that. All these games at home. I don't understand. Maybe the other teams are playing back to back games, I guess. But that's my 15. So going back to we got the Hawks. I'm sorry. We got this Boston Celtics 1, Portland Trailblazers 2, Clippers 3, Pelicans 4, Milwaukee Bucks 5. All right. The next we got this is when it gets sticky after you get after the top five. Most of the teams are just like, they're gonna fall off. Um, Even more than the other teams that you just said. All right. Number 6, we got the Utah Jazz. They're 2-0 right now. And you gotta give them respect, man. They 2-0. But I do see them falling off. They got the Pelicans, Rockets again, Nuggets, Memphis, then Memphis again. But that's going into Monday, so we're just doing it for the first week. So Memphis will end on Saturday, and they'll be at home, Utah Jazz. I see them falling off most definitely, especially when they face Memphis and the Nuggets. But don't get me wrong, Utah Jazz ain't nothing to mess with. They beat the Nuggets the first game, and they beat the Timberwolves. So don't sleep on them just because they made these trades and they got certain players no more, man. I believe they got Zaxton on the team. So Zaxton ain't no joke. Like, put some respect on these dudes. They still got Jordan Clarkston. Yeah, they do. They do got Zaxton. Yeah, ain't no joke of team. So we got them 6. I got Washington World Wizards. They're 2-0 too. I got them over the Hawks. The Hawks are gonna be after them. They beat Chicago. They beat the Pacers. They got Cleveland today, which should be going on right now. Uh, Pistons, Pacers, Boston, 76ers. 76ers. Friday in with Boston. Just these last couple games, one right there. That's where they kind of right there. But the first 3 I named, Cleveland. Not even Cleveland. They got a tough schedule. The Pistons and the Pacers game, I see them winning those. But the Cleveland, just the way I see them play the other night, defensively wise, and how they getting their shots, I see this being like almost the same result. I don't see them winning this game. Now, I got the Hawks just because this is for the first week. I see them losing right now. Still 10 minutes left to go in the quarter, facing the Hornets without ball on the court by just to let you know, 104-84. So, but like I said, this is just for the first week going into this. They 2-0 right now. They'll barely be 2-1 at the before the night's over with. They're gonna drop out my power rankings, but they got the Pistons 2 times, Bucks, Raptors. They're on the road for a good minute until they get to the Pelicans. That'll be Saturday night. They're definitely. They're on the road. After this game, they're playing right now, the Hornets, and they could probably have a bounce back with the Piston game. Who knows? Or Pistons could get on a roll after this and take advantage of them losing, and they can go on a losing streak. But this is the power rankings for right now, like I said. So We got the Boston Celtics. We got the Trailblazers. We got LA Clippers, Pelican, Bucks, Utah Jazz, Wizards, Hawks. Got two more. Got two more. I got the Denver Nuggets. I got the Denver Nuggets, man. Gotta respect them. Beating the Golden State Friday night, 128 to 123. Heartbreaking loss to them with the Utah Jazz, though, but you know, and then beat the Thunder yesterday, 122 to 117. So you gotta give them that. And then the next team, the last and final team we got. I got the Memphis Grizzlies. I wanted to put the Spurs, but a young team. Before that game, they lost. The Memphis Grizzlies. Ja was like scoring like I think he had an average of 40 points a night. Um, Dallas is not a Dallas is a very good team. Lucas is playing just as phenomenal. So I didn't want to drop them off of it and put them over the Spurs, even though the Spurs and who would have thought they'd be 2-3, 2-1 right now against the Pacers, against the Hornets. And the 76ers, they did beat the 76ers. So it's like, man, I want to give them credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very good win. Woo, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at it like, that was a good win for them. Beat the 76ers. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't see them beating these next couple teams. They got Timberwolves 2 times, Chicago, then Timberwolves again, Raptors, Clippers, then Denver. Definitely see them falling off. I'd rather put Memphis up there. And Spurs could prove me wrong. Because I got them being number 11, to be honest with you. I got them being number 11. Memphis it's going to be a good one tomorrow. Brooklyn versus Memphis Grizzlies. Then Thursday they got Sacramento Kings, Utah Jazz again, Timberwolves, Trailblazers, Hornets, Washington. Well, Hornets is the Friday game. So it should be good, man. It should be some good games, man. But like that's my power rankings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about the power rankings, who I got. Am I tripping? Who would you take off? Who would you put on? Stuff like that. Like I said, I'm your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. All right, it's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. Welcome back to another segment. One of my new favorite segments I'm starting to like to do is like reaction videos and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is react to the loss of the post game interview with the Los Angeles Lakers. Man, you know what I'm saying? They ended up losing to the Trailblazers tonight. If you're watching this, it'll be the day before, whatever. Um, there's no way I felt like Portland should have won that game. Vice versa. It's kind of hard to even say that because the Lakers shot 18% from three. You know what I'm saying? In a shooting league like this, and with Portland turning the ball over as much as they did in the first half, and the game being that close is mind-boggling. Before the first half, and when the first half ended, Portland was shooting 42% from field, 40% from three, shooting 88% from free throw. Collected about 29 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds, 10 assists, 4 blocks, 4 assists. 12 times they turned the ball over. 12 times they turned the ball over. Right? And the score was 55-49. Now the Lakers shot 35% from the field, 6.3% from three, 87% from free throw, 21%, 20 boards, and 7 offensive boards, 12 assists, 4 blocks, 8 steals, 8 turnovers, 23 points in the paint. So they limit their turnovers during the first half. This is the second game they didn't turn the ball over over 10 points, over 10 times. They've been taking care of the ball the last 2 games. I give them credit on that, but the shooting is trash. I'm expecting these boards from them, this type of team. Especially this type of team. I'm expecting them to get to have a little bit more rebounds than them. Now to end the game, final percentage, 44% from the field goal. This is Portland Trailblazers, by the way. 44% from the field, 37% from three, 81% from field goal, 52 boards, 13 offensive rebounds, 19 assists, 5 blocks, 6 steals, 19 turnovers, 38 points in the paint. 19 turnovers. 19 turnovers. Now, this is where it gets for the Lakers. They shot the same percentage for field goal, 44%. 3.3%, 3-point percent, 18%. That is straight trash. Straight trash. If it wasn't for the turnovers, there's no way the Lakers should be up. Like, there's no way the Lakers should have been leading in this game with 18% from three. 80% from free throw. They got out rebound by 12. They only collected 40 rebounds, 10 offensive boards. They did kill them in assists, 26 assists, 19 blocks. 9 blocks, 9 steals, 13 turnovers. 13 turnovers to their 19 turnovers. But they would kill them in the paint, getting points, 66 points. Brown gave you 31 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. That's great. That's great. Anthony Davis came to eat off the glass tonight. 10 boards, 3 assists, 22 points. Russell, he contributed with 10 points, 6 and 6. This Walker cat, though, he's like their third option. 15 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. But Dame, he came to play, man. It was Dame time. When they needed a big basket for him, he hit the big basket. 41 points, 2 assists, 5 assists. You got Simon with 12 points. He didn't have that great of a game, but Grant, he gave you 16 points. Hart gave you 9 points. Hit some key shots. Great defensive stops as well. But like I said, this is like the reaction stage of the segment and stuff like that. And see what they got going on, what they talking about real quick. First, we're going to start with the coach. First, we start with the coach.
Let's head back downtown. Lakers head coach Darvin Ham is speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
Hey, Darvin, with about 4:20 left or so, LeBron hits the and one. You're up by 8. At that point, put Russ back in. It seemed like they were defending him with Nurkic some.
Yeah.
Just wondered what you saw down the stretch and on both ends of the court.
I mean, just wanted another athletic perimeter defender out there just in case we wanted to go into our red pick and roll defense, switching everything. Obviously Dame got going as such a threat any and everywhere on the floor. But that was the plan. And again, just trying to keep the ball, put the ball in your best players' hands. And I thought we did a great job of giving ourselves a chance to win. And some things we just need to tighten up and do better. And us included as a coaching staff and our guys. But, again.
The things y'all need to do better is shoot, bro. Like 18% from 3, bro. It's shooting it's y'all shooting, man. It's y'all shooting. Shooting. Y'all deep, y'all are making stops. I'm not even gonna deny that. Y'all are getting stops. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all look like y'all really playing D out there. But y'all gotta shoot better, bro. Like 18% from 3. The game before, Russ he was 0 for 11, 0 for 6 from 3. Y'all don't have y'all can't shoot. It is just what it is. Like y'all can defend as great or at a high clip as y'all want, but you gotta be able to put the ball in the basket, man. I don't like seeing AD out there trying to shoot jump shot 3. He was open about 2 times. I saw 2 times, and no one really tried to close out on him because they knew they just as going forward, the trend is gonna be we're gonna allow these dudes to shoot until they make it, until we respect them. Till the game comes where it's about 2 games come in where they just gonna light people up from 3, and people start respecting them. They're not gonna do that, man. They're gonna clog the glass and get these rebounds and hit outlet passes on them. That's just what it is. That's what I see. That's just what I see in these games. And it's gonna be games where y'all not gonna be tight on defense. So it's just gonna look worse when y'all start playing like these scores, these high runners and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Not most of these half court offensive teams. Now, so you got some teams that run a gun and stuff like that. You got some teams like that. You got a lot of teams like that. But a lot of teams, it's on a half court set. Quick ball movements, though.
Small incremental steps in the right direction. We're going to get better from this. From all 3 of these first 3 games, we'll continue to keep getting better.
I was going to ask you what your message is in the locker room. And maybe that's it, but after a disappointing loss and the shots continue to not fall, how do you relay that in the locker room?
I mean, just say, if all else fails, one thing has to remain, and that's us being competitive and us playing the right way on offense and just being competitive totally. I mean, we had some little shaky segments there in the first half.
I agree with that. And that's what they was. When I was watching the game, I didn't see like they got staggered, they got deflated. You know what I'm saying? Because Portland was up and they fought back in the first half. You know what I'm saying? They stuck with them. 'Cause even with them missing shots, they got stops. Hence the 19 turnovers. You feel what I'm saying, from Portland? So it's not like all bad. You do see some kind of like progress. I don't want to just shit on the team and just make it like, oh, it's just all bad, because it's not. There are some silver linings in this, but they got to get better with shooting. Through time, could it happen? Yeah. Because if you do remember, I think it was Dallas Mavericks had a bad shooting the first half of the season, and then they turned it around later on. I won't even say the first half. Maybe the first 12 games they shot bad. Maybe it can happen. Maybe the next 12 games, it can happen.
We were able to go in still, in spite of playing poorly, in my opinion. We were able to go into halftime, make some adjustments, really just adjustments to our approach and our energy, and came out in the second half, had a wonderful second half. Great defensive third quarter, and again, put ourselves in a position to win. And I just told him, man, it's disappointing to lose, but I don't feel depressed or anger, because we competed, and we have 79 more games left. And I know I'm well aware of where I'm coaching, and the magnitude of every game, people hang on every win and loss, but it's going to be a process. And we'll get to the point where we're finishing games. Tonight we played well for a large portion of the game, of the 48-minute game, and we just got to look at it on film and see what went right, see what went wrong, and just move on, deal with it, learn from it, and get better.
Doug, what were your thoughts on the late game execution after you had the 7-point lead? A couple of 3-point shots out of plays and shot that was took early in the shot clock.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like I said, we can be better. We have a list of things, a menu of things that we can do, and teams are going to try to change their matchups, throughout, and especially in the latter part of the game. So it's just trying to get to it. But just because a play is in your pocket, you have to execute it. Like, you have to focus and bog down. You have to screen. You have to cut with a purpose. You have to drive the ball with a purpose. So just because you have plays, a multitude of plays available, you still have to make them work. And again, I thought, without watching the game, I have to go back and break the game down later on today. But just my initial thoughts is, we tried to put the ball in the right people's hands, calling different things, and they were throwing different matchups, different defenses at us out there throughout the game. So it's just learning and having a package for our guys.
Darvin, not understanding that the game is more than 2 shot attempts, and a lot happened in between. As like BT mentioned, there was that 3 that Russ takes that's open, and Dame comes down and hits one, and then the 2-for-1 attempt. They were both open shots, but is that score in time? Are you okay with that, with those decisions?
Yeah, the second one, I just wish he'd attacked the rim. Pat tried to set a little screen. Nurkic was in front.
That's what I be wishing. Like, when Russ get the ball at the top of the key, drive in. Get to the lane, man. Get fouled, my dude. Like, don't shoot the 3, bro. I really don't want you doing that. Just because you're at the top of the key, shoot and kick. Let the defender draw into you so you can draw into the lane. Shoot and kick, my dude. Like, that's what you're going to be great at. Not trying to shoot 3s. Like, I don't understand this. Like,
front of them, kind of back. In those moments, if you're going to go 2-for-1, I think it has to be either you going downhill to attack the rim, or you going downhill for a draw and kick. I felt like we settled on that, and you know, you can make the debate to call the time out there or not. I'd rather not, and because again, the 2-for-1 was at our advantage. But you know, just the shot selection is something we have to work on,
Yes.
something that we have to get better at
Yes.
as we move forward, and understanding time and score and where you want to attack in those type of situations.
He's been such a lightning rod since his time in Los Angeles, Russ. Like, and he's off to a good start in some regards, not shooting it great. Do you sense him going through anything confidence wise, or is this all rolling off his back behind closed doors? What we're not seeing.
I mean, he's been great. You know, I see him in the gym, or we go through our walkthroughs and our practices. You know, it's fine. I don't see any sort of disruption. I don't feel anything
points,
from him that's
4
different.
for 15 for the field.
But you would have to ask him.
Rebounds, 16.
As far as I'm concerned, I think he's fine. It's just,
don't
you know,
see the
getting
turnover
better,
from
learning a new system. It's a lot more being required of him defensively, and different ways for him to play offensively in terms of being a screener as well as a guy that's trying to
All right, let's hear
initiate.
LeBron.
And he knows.
You had that and one with 4 minutes and something left, and you guys were up 8, and Russ came back in. It looked like they were defending him with Nurkic for a lot of the time. Just wondered offensively what you're looking for as those minutes go down, and how you felt like the execution was.
I feel like we're just getting some of the same shots that we were getting. Obviously, just didn't make them. Obviously, you know, Russ, when he comes back in, you know, at that moment, they're able to switch their defense a little bit, putting a 5 on him. So, but he got some good looks, unable to knock him down. And defensively, we couldn't get multiple stops in a row. We would get a couple, but we couldn't get multiple stops in a row. Dame was Dame down the stretch, and you know, they got a good win.
LeBron, Darvin mentioned the shot selection down the stretch over the last couple of minutes. What did you think of the looks that you guys got? And then, yeah.
I mean, shot selection is always a part of the game, no matter if it's the last couple of minutes of the game or the first few minutes of the game. You want to play the right way, always, no matter what the time of the score is. And should always be understanding of what's the best shot you can get throughout the course of a possession.
LeBron, basketball philosophy-wise, if you're the team with the lead in the final minute, do you support going for the 2-for-1, or can you be, because you already have the lead, be more selective in terms of taking your time with the possession?
I don't know. I feel like this is an interview of trying to set me up to say something. I can tell that you guys are in the whole Russell Westbrook category right now. I don't like to lose. I hate to lose I don't care what happens throughout the course of my season, throughout the course of my career. I hate to lose, and you know, especially the way we had this game. But give credit to Portland. You guys can write about Russ and all the things you guys want to try to talk about Russ, but I'm not up here to do that. I won't do it. I've said it over and over. That is not it's not who I am. So.
LeBron,
They do be trying to set these people up to say what they trying to paint this narrative so bad for this man. They trying to paint the narrative so bad, man. They trying to paint the narrative so bad. They want the story. They want LeBron to say something. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, like, just because even if I did say I want this player or whatever the case may be, I'm not the general manager or president, or I'm not the president of operations here. You are. You have to make the decision. And then whoever else is the head person that signs off on it, that's your doing. Y'all, this is what y'all get paid to do. People in the media, people that analyze the game, fans of the games, the people that say, oh, we don't know about basketball, y'all just need to watch the game and stuff like that. We knew this wasn't going to work.
Defensively, it seemed like that was pretty galvanizing, especially in the third quarter. And you guys were fighting your way back to the lead. What do you feel like you guys were able to kind of execute against the Blazers in that second half? And And what do you think it says that, some of the early shooting struggles kind of didn't seep into the defensive effort?
Well, it hasn't all year. I mean, for the first 3 games, it hasn't. We can't shoot a penny in the ocean. But it hasn't stopped us from competing and stopped us defending.
That's true.
That's given us a chance in all 3 games to win.
LeBron, along those lines, you guys have been able to turn teams over. I think Clippers were over 23. Portland was, I don't know what to finish with. They're in the high teens, though.
19.
Are you guys, has that been, like, I know you want to defend a certain way, but has forcing turnovers been something that's been discussed a lot? And like, is it just a byproduct of kind of ball pressure and effort and energy on that side of the ball?
No, it's just a byproduct of us being in the right place at the right time. I think understanding that no one is on an island by themselves. When guys penetrate, we try to get multiple bodies in front of bodies. And, if the ball is
they defending good
on the ground,
I give them
or it's
that.
loose, we try to get good hands in there. We got some really good steal guys on our team. I think the one thing that we did we've done in the first 3 games, we've fouled too many times. I mean, tonight they went to the line 27 times, and obviously over the first couple of games we fouled too many times versus the Clippers and too many times versus Golden State. So, those when you're defending at a high level like we are, we can't allow teams to get just easy buckets by going up there and not facing a set defense on free throws.
LeBron, I know there's only 3 games, 3 tough losses, but what's the mood like right now in the locker room? Are you guys still feeling confident with the season going forward because you have so many more games left to play?
I mean, right now you just lost. I mean, I don't think it is you won. If you're around a group of guys that are excited after a loss, then that's the worst business that you're gonna be in. So that's the move right now. But I'll leave my frustration and what I have here. Once I drive out the tunnel, I'm gonna leave it here, and that's it. And I got to move on to tomorrow, how I can get better tomorrow and get ready for this tough road trip that we got coming up in Minnesota and starting in Denver. So, but guys should be mad and frustrated and thinking about plays where they could have been better or done a better job of this or whatever, throughout the course of the 48-minute game.
Last question, Jordan.
Hey, LeBron, I liked your reads in that third and fourth quarter. You were getting that small-to-small action. You were kind of directing people to get that small-to-small. You had like the little corner 3 to Lonnie, and then you made some other good reads. What was your just want to get your reach from those aspects?
It's always a game within the game with me. I am always thinking of the game while I'm actually playing and seeing ways I can put my teammates in position to be successful, especially when I have the ball in my hand. So I think during those moments, I was able to find, something that worked for us. Like you said, I was able to get the switch on a couple ones and was drawing a defense. I was able to get Lonnie on the 3 by their bench. I was able to get, JTA on a pocket pass for a layup. A lot of those moments worked well for us. I was able to, hit AD for a pocket pass, and then he was able to hit Troy for another one for a layup. So, it's always a game within the game with me. I'm always
2 more, man. 2 more.
always
Gotta
have
hit Russ
time and
and
score
AD.
and what's going on in how the defense been playing me throughout the course of the game. Always in my head. I'm not just out there just running around. That's for sure. Appreciate it.
Okay, we're gonna do Russ first.
You guys had a late lead there, and it seemed to get away. What would you sense out there? What happened out there?
I'm not totally sure. They made some tough shots down the stretch.
What's the level of frustration right now for the team?
Not really sure on that either. Just trying to figure it out.
What was kind of the message from Darvin to you guys afterwards?
He probably gonna tell you when you talk to him.
He's talking right now. We're missing him.
Oh, dang, you're bad.
Attempt you took late stages of the game with a lot of time left on the shot clock. 2 for 1 was the thought process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the team went on the run, when you were out of the rotation and you came back in, what was the mentality that you were looking to close out the game with when you came back?
What's the question again?
What were you looking to do?
Whole question.
When the team went on a run, when you were not in the game at that point,
Okay.
What were you looking to do when you came back in?
Just play. I'm confused on like the team went on a run when I was at the game, and then I came back in.
Yeah.
You saying what I was trying to do?
When you came back in.
Nothing. Just play.
Russ, a couple of the opponents, I think the Clippers also have put their centers on you in the final minutes, have been stepping in the paint. Do you feel like you guys have been finding ways to attack that? Is there still sort of more you guys could do schematically to work that?
Yeah. I'm not really sure what to do, but I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Russ, it doesn't get easier. Obviously, a challenging road trip coming up. How do you guys get in the winning column?
I don't have the answer for that one, but just keep competing.
Team-wise, overall for the game, a tough shooting night for the team. But
You gotta love Russell's answer.
Down at a better clip for the group. Do you think there was a difference in those looks, or
You gotta love
what
Russell's answer.
was working that you saw offensively from the group?
Not sure. I'll have to take a look at the film and kind of see what was happening during that moment before I say something that wasn't true. So I want to look at it first.
Thanks, Russell.
Yeah. Thanks, Russell. Yeah.
You gotta love Russell's answer. KD look mad as hell.
Make shots. That's it.
Okay.
You felt like the defense has been there to the degree that you want, and the shot making is the biggest thing it comes down to.
Yep. Defense has been really good.
I agree. I keep saying, bro. You got 6 blocks from him, 2 steals.
I think that's a big difference.
Maybe along those lines, removing the result and focusing on the process, for you to be out there, 6 blocks, tip dunk, block out of bounds, just making impact plays on both ends. Can you at least recognize that your game is starting to reflect the things you were talking about wanting to show this season?
I'm just going out there playing hard, doing whatever I got to do to try to help the team win. Blocking shots, tip dunks, whatever. Just doing my job.
To that point, AD, you had a couple dunks or baskets right by the rim after some shots you took from 3, and it looked like Nurk might have been talking a little bit to you. Was there any kind of interaction between you two that fired it up, or was there something that kind of lit a fire under you in that stretch in the third quarter?
No.
AD over here. What did you think of the way you guys kind of executed late with having the lead, and now just, I guess, the last couple of crunch times? What can you take away at that, kind of seeing how you guys handle these late game situations?
I gotta go back and look at the film for this game, but execution and shot selection. If I can think off the top of my head, I go back and watch the film and see exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
In addition to obviously the frustration coming from losing, you guys have bought in and defended, especially in these last 2 games, and it hasn't been good enough. Is that where a lot of your frustration is coming from right now?
It's not winning. I mean, there's no way you're supposed to lose this game. That's where my frustration comes from.
As one of the leaders, I'm sure the other guys are frustrated too. Is it your job, the Brian James job, also to let your teammates be frustrated, but pull them along so you guys can move forward the rest of the week?
We don't have a choice. I mean, we gotta get ready for Denver and Minnesota, 2 really good teams. So we'll get today, tomorrow, we'll be ready to log back in Tuesday to go play Wednesday or whatever the damn schedule is. I don't know, but we gotta be ready to go play and get a win Tuesday in Minnesota.
AD mad. Are you so mad? You mad, AD, bro? Hey, bro. Yeah, but the biggest thing I took from that, the same thing I said before. They can't shoot. They can't shoot. It's just that's just what it is. They just can't shoot. The last 2 games they have played better defense. Because it's not the same defensive team that I saw the first game or last year. This time around, they were swiping the ball, stealing the ball, blocking the ball. Bron had 9, AD had 6, 2 steals from AD. Like that's what you want from you, big. It's your shot selection. But certain shots where they were open, like clear as day. They just gotta knock them down. Just gotta knock them down, man. And other than that, they're not gonna be winning these games, man. I really don't see it. Just because you can score more points in the paint, but if you ain't hitting them threes, it's gonna be a long day at the office. Long day at the office. But you know what it is. It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Thanks for coming to the show. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. Turn on that bell notification that's, down there. Hit that for me, man, so you keep up to date what's going on. I'll at your boy. All right, it's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather. We're back with another video. This one is about some news that I saw earlier this week. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says the league is monitoring tanking, a serious issue. Well, it could be a serious issue for this year, particularly because there's a young basketball player that's lighting it up. His first debut, everybody was talking about it. Victor Wama. I don't want to butcher his last name. Well, he's a top prospect for the 2023 season. So a lot of teams, a lot of NBA analysis and TV personalities all think that no, some teams could do some stuff to tank. So the NBA is like watching this very, very closely. Adversaries may be forced on the plan to combine tanking this season, according to reports. Adversaries recently called the strategy a serious issue that has sparked hundreds of meetings while discussing the top with Phoenix Suns employees. The Suns employees reportedly sparked the discussion, one that will likely continue as the league pretty much spectates on Victor's. They got him listed as 6'3", but I thought he was 7'3", but I thought he was like 7'4". Franchise changing general talent. While some franchises have been expected to do less as possible to win in order to secure top draft pick, the NBA is cracking down this season, according to Adam. But how would you know if a team is tanking? Like, you could just be trash. You just trash. How do you know? How do you know? Like, especially if you've been trash for so long. Like, let's just say hypothetically, Detroit loses all the rest of their games. They were trash last year. It was trash year before that. You know what I'm saying? What if the Lakers do the same thing, but they're just trash? I'm not saying that this kid is going to change a franchise day one coming to the league, because I think he's too small, to be honest with you. He's listed at 110 or 105 or something like that. That's, for his size, he needs more. He needs a little bit more. I think he needs to be at like 230, 240, something like that. That's just my opinion. But could this be a serious issue? I guess. But like I said, like, how do you know? How you know in basketball as a team tanking? This has been, you know what I'm saying? If the top teams, yeah, if they tank. But these bottom tier teams, like I said, like Chicago. I mean, not Chicago, Detroit. They've been terrible. I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see. But, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. You think this is going to be a serious issue going forward through this season? Are particular teams that you think that are expecting to win and they just all of a sudden just end up tanking? or teams are just trash. Like I said, they just trash, and that's just what it is. So y'all let me know down in the comments below who you think is going to tank, who you think is going to pick him up, what will be the best fit for him on top of that. And do you think he will be a number one pick or should he be a number one pick? Let me know down in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening to Welcome to the Show. For more episodes, make sure you subscribe here and also turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on another spectacular episode of Welcome to the Show. Is it just me? Or am I looking too much into this the first week? I see 76ers not being that team. People had Brooklyn Nets, the favorites in the West. Some people have in the East. Even though they won their last game, I still don't see it. Am I tripping? Am I not seeing something that everybody else is seeing? The Lakers, I see them losing their next 5 games. Still being trash of a team. If they can address the shooting issues and if they can keep the same defensive intensity up. Am I riding too high on the LA Clippers? I have them being my favorite in the West. I did have Golden State, but just after the first game, seeing how deep they bench is, LA Clippers, I think I got to go with the LA Clippers. Golden State, number 2 in the West. I got Milwaukee and I got Boston in the East. Am I riding too high on Boston right now? They look nice. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum don't look like they lost a beat. The only thing that they struggled with in the finals was turnovers. They can eliminate their turnovers going forward, keep up the same defense intensity that they had last year, which it looked like it's trickling over to this year. They can still be one of the top defensive teams in the league. Am I looking too much into it? This is just week 1. So for some teams, it's still 79 games left into the season. Anything can happen. Injuries can happen. We all know that a lot of us don't take the NBA serious until playoff. Me personally, I start watching. I'm already watching. I'm already invested into the season. First game, Golden State Lakers was one of the highest ranking televised basketball games we've had in a minute. You had Boston versus Philly, which was another good opening game. 2 great teams that should be contenders in the East. I still got high hopes for Chicago. They lost their last 2. Cleveland looks insanely good. Just adding Dalvin Mitchell. You got Kevin Love out there, Josh Allen, like they got athleticism. If they could commit on the defensive side of the board, which they was doing against Chicago, they're gonna be a tough team to play. Am I riding too hard on them? Memphis looking good. You got John Morant. Before they faced Dallas, he was like 40%, 40 points, averaging 40 points. Now that Dallas got Wood and Tim Hardaway Jr. back from injuries, what would they do? How are they going to look going towards the end of the season? They won their last 2 games. Are we still high on Golden State? even though they lost to Denver. Speaking of Denver, you got Jamal Murray, you got Michael Porter Jr. back. It's like it's a lot of talent all across the board. It's just all across the board. It's just none but talent, none but high expectations for a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good NBA year, man. I'm looking forward to it. I see a lot of teams that I know I'm sticking with. I'm gonna be watching and stuff like that. Milwaukee's one of them, of course. I'm watching Detroit, and that's just because that's just my team. I'm not gonna watch them over the high picks, but Chicago, I gotta watch them. Brooklyn, we gotta watch them, see what they do. Lakers are gonna watch them. Not, I just gotta see what they gotta do, man. Like I feel like they're gonna lose the next 5 games. It's gonna be here and there where I watch them. Golden State gotta watch them. It's a lot of good, just like depending on matchup, depending on times and stuff like that. You know, we're gonna watch certain teams and stuff like that. But the top teams, Clippers, we're gonna watch a lot of their games and stuff like that. So we keep y'all up to date. Give my opinion, watch some of these interviews and stuff like that, my reaction and stuff like that, man. Who's gonna turn it around? What trades we gonna see? Are we still gonna hear these Russell Westbrook trade rumors and stuff like that? Who's gonna what's gonna happen? What's really good? Are they gonna give up them 2 draft picks? Unprotected, whatever. It's gonna be a good NBA season, man. That's all I know. But I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so you can always stay tuned, man. We bring you content every Monday. We dropping these stuff, man. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening to Welcome to the Show. For more episodes, make sure you subscribe here and also turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on another spectacular episode of Welcome to the Show.